Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading with me. I'm going to dive into it. This will be for the 30th to the 6th of July. What else do I need to say? By the time you're watching this, I will be on a surf retreat. However, I wanted to make sure I get these out for you, so I'm recording them just a little bit earlier than I usually would. And I'm in a little bit of a rush because I still need to pack and leave today. So I'm going to finish all 12 of these readings anyways, but if you do want to slow me down and I'm talking way too fast for you, then feel free to dabble over here in the settings on YouTube to change the settings and slow me down. However, the messages are still going to be just as powerful as they have been all day today. So with that being said, Aquarius, take a deep breath with me. Okay. Lovely. So let me remember what I was seeing when I hit that when I hit the bowl, because sometimes I do. And I saw the King of Pentacles. So that could be very good for a job or stability and material wealth and well-being, which is awesome. And then I also saw what I think to be Pluto, the sign or symbol of Pluto. So let me just look that up. I used to be so much more savvy with astrology. Let's see. Yes, it's exactly Pluto. So there could be something going on with that, or let's look into it. So Pluto is really about the underworld, right? Transformation, power, death, rebirth, and the subconscious mind. Okay, so that could be important for you guys this week. Anyway, that's interesting. This could be in regards to that King of Pentacles, could be like transformation in terms of your finances, your wealth, your material world, and what that looks like. Okay, so anyway, let's dive into your spread, my angels. Let's see what's going on for you for the week. All right, Spirit, for Aquarius. I just heard like toodles. I don't know who speaks like that. It's definitely not me. Okay, you have deep knowing. So this is about following your intuition for sure. I mean, Pluto, I guess, it's not so much intuition, but it is like there's something going on under the surface that I think that you are aware of. So it's now time to take action on it. Let's see what else. You're being called to take action on your intuition. You have a deep knowing this week, connected to spirit, to yourself, to your intuition. For Aquarius, what's going on for Aquarius? Thank you. Oh, truth. Interesting. It's your throat chakra, fifth chakra going on here, which is about your truth, voicing your truth, speaking your truth, being, living in your truth is very important. Could be that you're being called to speak, maybe in social events or whatever, speak up for yourself, speak about what it is that you believe in. I don't know why that would be coming up here, but of course it could go in with the fact that there is just a lot of truth happening during this week. Okay, so let's figure that one out. Let's dive into your spread. What's the energy of Aquarius? The Nine of Cups. You're showing up with wish fulfillment over here, focusing on your own well-being, your happiness. I feel like you're feeling very accomplished over here, especially emotionally at least. What's the energy of the week? I'm hearing cheers when he's lifting up that cup here. The energy of the week is absolutely the deep knowing, right? This is you guys are an old soul. You're much wiser beyond your years, no matter how old you are. Like, even if you're in your 60s, you're showing up as like 140. Like, you're very wise. You've lived maybe even a very challenging life. You've just done a lot in the life that you've had so far, and you gained a lot of wisdom along the way. Hermit is really about, it's coming up a lot for everyone, and how it's been coming up is really alignment to your highest path. Because the Hermit is not only about you being wise, it's about your highest self. And in certain situations, it depends on who you are. But for those who I'm speaking to, I absolutely believe that you guys are a bit more accustomed to or used to connecting to a higher self through situations that you might feel a bit lost in or emotionally overwhelmed in. You connect to that version of you, and I think it helps guide you. That's what I'm picking up on here. So especially because of deep knowing, I definitely feel like you guys have some strong spirits around you for sure. But anyway, what else am I seeing with this? It's a deep reflective week. And maybe you guys are figuring out your truth here. Because the Hermit is all about looking at your path so far and also looking at your path from where you're going. He has the star in his lantern here, which is all about using hope and faith to guide you, but also whatever your dreams and wishes are, to guide you also. And that snake over here is definitely about transformation too. It's in an infinity sign, which could be important. It's kind of linked to the magician here. But also snakes shed their skin because it's too uncomfortable for them to stay in their old one. So that could be a very big symbol for you guys outgrowing situations. If you know about that, it's time to change. Especially with the Nine of Cups being here, I feel like something's so easy for you that it doesn't feel challenging anymore. And that's fine if you've been there for a while, but I feel like you're wanting or craving challenge or change. So that could be a good symbol for someone out there, that is your truth. Listen to it. Interesting. Anyway, there's a reflective week. Journaling could be important. Take some time for yourself to really think about things. Okay, anyway, meditate and all that good stuff. Anyway, let's see, how are you showing up in the near future? What's the energy of Aquarius in the near future, please? Ooh, Judgment and the Queen of Swords. Again, both of these are about strong boundaries and truth and clarity. Judgment is all about the angels calling, blowing the trumpet. Everyone gets to rise up by surrendering whatever has been holding you back. So again, a little bit of a level up coming through here. Surrendering, letting go. And the Queen of Swords, again, placing boundaries. So this could definitely be in terms of dynamics around you, connections around you. But I think it is about honoring your truth and honoring that clarity that you do have enough to pursue it. Like we've been saying, it does feel very heavy here. I'm going to clarify because I'm so nosy. I have to. Why is the Nine of Cups in the energy of Aquarius? Guys, that's ridiculous. There are so many cards here. I'm not going to take that. Okay, why is the Nine of Cups here? Okay. Abundance in your energy. Freaking love that. Look at that. I think you've achieved a very big goal or milestone, right? Or money or reward of some kind, like I was saying. And the Hermit in the energy of the week. Ten of Swords. That's Dark Night of the Soul here. But again, it is almost like this desire to have an ending so you can have something new, like I was picking up on. You don't need to completely shift and change, but I feel like maybe you are just reflecting on an ending in some way that could resonate with someone. And the Fool and the Hermit is quite like a good synchronicity because some of you are really reflecting on times in your life, right? I always say that the Hermit is usually on the same cliff. So it's kind of like a theory, like, okay, that this is you in the past and this is you now. After taking that leap of faith and after taking some big journey, trusting in the universe, like you're at the end of that cycle now and ready to begin again. It does feel like the same message of where it's like outgrowing a journey, like it's come to an end. It's time for a new start for something. I want to clarify that Ten of Swords though. What is that? Because some of you, this is like a painful ending, but of course it could be painful to let something go, right? Why is the Ten of Swords here? The Tower, that is like destruction. What is this symbolizing? Again, some of you have been through a lot of challenge in your life. The Fool reverse. Interesting. So I think it is about coming to the end of that cycle, because even though this is in reverse, the zero is still in the same like shape. It just feels a little bit like, okay, this is the old. You've gained a lot of knowledge around something. I don't know if so much there's been like a failure and a very hard ending, or whether this is just like, okay, like Ten of Swords, the Tower is like a shakeup, or again, like starting fresh, doing something different, and maybe having to let something go. What area of Aquarius's life does this resonate with? The Lovers tried to come out. Some of you, it is love. Also about choices. Six of Cups, past. Okay, some of you, it's really ending an old cycle. The Six of Cups is a nostalgia of the past. Eight of Swords is feeling trapped there. Okay, so some of you still need to learn a lesson about a chapter of your life that you went through that may have been quite difficult for you, for sure. The Fool reverse feels like you took a leap of faith in something, maybe it didn't work out, okay? And that was quite hard, soul destroying. It's a bit dramatic, but some of you it may have been. Depends on your situation. I don't know what you've been through. Everyone's been through different things. Some of you could be betrayal, right? Whatever it is, though, there is some lesson here. And Judgment is about surrendering, releasing. So I feel like this is about looking and reflecting on your life and again, starting fresh as the Fool again, which is going back to being childlike. Interesting. Okay. So why is the Judgment here? Page of Swords, some of you being called to let go of your triggers, right? Page of Swords is also seeking the truth, seeking information. What is being surrendered or needing to? Interesting, a Chariot and the World here. So the World card is all about new cycles, very similar to what I've been saying. It's another little round thing like a zero. So it is again about new cycles. It's the ending of old, beginning of new. The Chariot could again mean that this is time to leave a comfort zone and go on a new adventure, which constantly is a theme that we have here. And if there's anything that's sparking up your curiosity, I think that this is time to surrender to that and to go after it. Why is the Queen of Swords here? The Chariot again, and the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is again releasing and surrendering something that you've been carrying with you for a long time. And there's the Chariot again. So this is about being clear. You already probably have a dream or goal or an idea that you want to pursue, a truth that you want to pursue. And all of this is saying it's time to do that. For sure. Okay. Well, with that being said, let's dive in a little bit more to other cards for you. It's 111 on the clock just then, by the way. So again, big synchronicity. What is the recent past for Aquarius? High Priestess and the World. I do feel again that you trusted your intuition on a new cycle. It's going to get a bit messy over here. Let's clarify. Why is the World in the recent past? Queen of Wands, confidence, being seen, creative. Why is the High Priestess in the recent past? Eight of Swords. Again, not being able to see your intuition showing up here. It's like a lot of fears or challenges blocking your peripheral vision. Why are they saying that? Peripheral? Sorry, guys. Why is the High Priestess in the recent past? The Chariot. I feel like you've always had this dream. I feel like you've always had this kind of feeling that things would not always stay that way. So I feel like now's the time to break yourself free from the fears to chase after something. High Priestess, following your intuition and where you're being guided to go. We got a lot of truth coming through in your reading. Okay. So right now is a period of reflection, like we've been saying, a lot of reflection. And I think it's important for this new cycle of yours. Okay. What is the challenges coming up for Aquarius this week? The Nine of Pentacles, your independence, financial freedom could be a bit of a challenge for you to enjoy your own space and time. The Empress is beautiful because I see these cards as basically the same, right? Both of them are about abundance to me, like independence, knowing your worth, knowing your value, being slowed down, going with the flow, not needing to rush or force anything. Why is the Empress a challenge? So there we go. Those are the signs that could be a bit of a challenge for you right now to step into this energy. Why is the Empress here? The Knight of Pentacles. Going on a journey. What's the challenge? It's about patience a little bit here. What's the challenge with the Empress? Empress, Nine of Cups, Four of Wands, and the Nine of Pentacles coming up again. All of these are great cards. Look at all that gold energy. The Sun on the bottom of the deck too, by the way. Judgment being here as well. I feel like if you listen to this cooling within you, there's going to be so much abundance and so much happiness. Okay, Knight of Pentacles. Learning, growing, new expansion even as well. Like it really is just a lot of seeds that you're planting. The Empress, abundance, growth, attracting and not chasing so much, right? That's why the Knight of Pentacles is there, because I feel like this is like a slow journey that you're about to embark on. And that might be a little bit worrying for you, I'm not sure. But it's like long-term success for sure. Nine of Cups, again, happiness. Four of Wands, achieving dreams and goals. Nine of Pentacles, financial freedom. Working for yourself for some. I don't know what the challenge is. I guess it's just embracing that. Okay, and maybe even this symbol is kind of similar. A little bit similar to what I was seeing with Pluto. It's not far off. Feminine energy, divine feminine. Could be a challenge for you. Why is the Nine of Pentacles a challenge as well? The Hermit, Nine of Wands. Okay, what's this here? Ace of Pentacles. This being a challenge is interesting because the Ace of Pentacles is like a clean slate or a fresh start in terms of money or against stability and long-term success. Nine of Wands suggests that you're a little bit wounded about something. The Hierophant could be about commitments, like maybe has a big commitment here, so you're a little bit intimidated by something. But again, that Hermit being there, it feels like it's guided. So trust in where you're being guided to go. The Chariot again, you're about to go on a journey. For sure, travel, relocation, or again, just chasing a new dream, leaving it behind, the comfort zone, so that you can go out there and discover what else is out there. Okay, what's the advice for Aquarius? Six of Swords, travel, the same as the Chariot, right? It's moving forward. What's the advice for Aquarius? Six of Cups, 2 sixes as your advice, which usually for me is about like learning lessons. I don't know why I see it as that. And the near future, energy of the near future for Aquarius, 3 of Pentacles. So you're going to do very well. If you do decide to start something new, this is you working on it, right? Collaborating with others. This is just the beginning of something very, very long term and stable. I always see this as like building the foundations, the plan. So you guys could be definitely planning, or, you know, this can sometimes be renovation, right? It's doing like touches to the home, for example, but that could again be the same thing as a plan, right? Making something personal is interesting. I can feel that. Personalizing something, like really working on the details and perfecting a craft. Anyway, it's like a beginning of something very stable. But let's see, why is the Six of Swords the advice? Death card. Yeah, I think it's about going with the changes. Something's coming to an end. I think it's about accepting that being your advice and allowing yourself to venture to new territory. 6 of Cups is advice. King of Cups, interesting. It's jumping on top of this future card as well. So of course it could be about balancing your feelings and emotions in regards to the past, or about kind of carrying connections. Some of you are being called to connect a bit deeper with somebody. Be open to love and soulmates, for example, because there could be someone in your future who you are going to have a long-term future with, for sure. King of Cups, it could be a love interest. But let's see, why is the 6 of Cups advice? Ace of Swords, truth, clarity. Gaining the truth over the past again, getting clearer on this. But what exactly is the 6 of Cups representing? Is it past? Is it carrying connections? What is this? The Fool. A leap of faith. An old dream, like I've been saying. I don't know. Let me know how this resonates for you, because the Fool again is like a leap of faith. And Ace of Swords coming through on top of the 3rd chakra is literally complete clarity, truth, and success. Okay, it could be communication. Remember, when you take this leap of faith, maybe there is going to be some love on the other side of it, or maybe you guys are jumping in and taking something to the next level, or a new journey in terms of love. That could definitely be what's going on there. A lot of things are changing for you. Like I said, like you're completely like expanding. What's a better word for it? You're outgrowing your life. So it's ready. You're ready now for something new and fresh. Okay, my angels, that's all I have for you. Let me know in the comments how this resonates with you. If it did, if you enjoyed, make sure you guys like and subscribe as well. And I will see you guys next time.